EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone. Decision loses him about 4 yards. They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. Richardson to throw off play action. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So this, a great matchup here in Indy. You get a divisional game right out of the gate. But Charles, what do you see in store for these two teams in 2023?
Indianapolis trying to get themselves reestablished as a playoff team, but they've kind of hit the reset button a little bit. Jacksonville, coming off of a big finish in 2022, they believe they're the team to beat in the AFC South.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Oh, no! The first throw of his career is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. They'll get this off to Taylor. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Now Lawrence on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown. Zay Jones. 26 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for... And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They go play action with Richardson. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to give it to a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor from 10 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because he's still hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown. He comes back out, and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Viking 18. Check mash, check mash.
Play action. Now Richardson. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal. This one from 46 yards out. And Gay missed it. Pulled it off to the left. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 49 yards. 7-7, our score after 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Richardson's throw caught by Pierce. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Another completion there. We think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Colts 7. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 76 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there. And there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Now Lawrence to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Pass taken in by his big tight end. It still won't go down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
2nd and 10. Coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, Jacksonville.
No way, you're kidding me! Defense up there, boys! Ready?
Now Lawrence. for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. To throw again is Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. So a man shaken up on the play, and this is certainly noteworthy. It's Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's make a play.
First and 10, it's Richardson. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Now Richardson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's 3rd and 3.
Warriors 70. Hurt. Let's go. Hey, check that. Street.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Richardson off the play fake. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
A 39-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another toe for Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jags are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing on second and long. Richardson. He'll get this one to Pittman.
Richardson's pass complete to Michael Pittman.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Right there, right, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
On third down, here's Richardson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Here's Beathard to throw. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make it thing back.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's second and 7. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Second down, here's Richardson. That is caught, Michael Pittman with it.
A big play there for Indy. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Richardson looking to throw this.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. Now it's Richardson. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Gaines. Up and good. And they'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a two-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last two drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a two-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. Right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Richardson to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Beathard. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. To throw is Beathard. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Calvin Ridley, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 120 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Richardson now on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Take match, take match.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. As this complete to Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
One last shot for Richardson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Jags, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.